welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am heading to the gym for week 7, day 2 of Chicago Marathon training, which means we're officially pretty much halfway through training, which I've got to say doesn't fill me with confidence. I feel so far from being able to run a speedy marathon, or really any kind of marathon today, but thankfully I don't have to run it today. Just running through the park at the moment, gonna go and do my final gym session for a couple of weeks because I'm off to France, heading down to the foothills of the Pyrenees for a couple of days, then going to somewhere else in south France for my sister's wedding, and then going to Chamonix for UTMB week, and all of that's going to take me to like 2 weeks time. So no gymming at that time, so I'm getting my last session today. Gonna try not to completely wreck the legs, but just remind them what they're supposed to be doing. But I am tired today, so it's gonna be an easy session, but I will show you what I get up to. Deadlifts done. I always start with deadlifts because they ruin my legs, but I can't do them if I've not done them at the beginning. So yeah, starting with the heavy stuff, and then I'm going to move on to mostly still lower body stuff, even though it's technically a full body session. I find things like deadlifts tend to use your whole body anyway, so can move on to hip thrusts, see what I can do. God, I'm sweaty today. Okay, done deadlifts, hip thrusts, calf raises, unilateral, and now I'm doing some leg press, and leg press is kind of good for the whole lower body, but I like doing it single leg so that one leg doesn't get stronger than the other. When I say I like doing a single leg, like is relative. I feel strong doing it, but also I can't, it kind of makes me angry. I want to be stronger, you know? But that's why we're here. That's why we go to the gym. I think I'm done. What's that? Give me a sec. 50 minutes. I think that feels like plenty for me. Usually I keep sessions relatively short, between 30 and 45 minutes, because knowing that I've got a massive session makes me less likely to go to the gym. So I like to keep it nice, short and sweet, and then I'm more likely to get out and also more likely to be able to run the next day, because that's one thing. There's no point absolutely killing yourself in the gym if it means you have to take a week off. So that's me done for today. That was a little bit of everything. I know I don't look it, but I'm actually pretty weak in the shoulders, so I can do like 20 push-ups total, and that'll be me sore for a few days now. Perks of being really weak: you don't actually have to do very much to get in a good session. My legs, on the other hand, are quite strong, which means that all of that extra stuff on legs is very necessary, because that's what keeps me injury-free, hopefully, fingers crossed, and also able to keep going at the end of the marathon where everything is hurting and tired and dead, and this is what keeps your legs ticking over in points like that, and especially in ultra marathons as well, where it's really hilly. And no doubt out in Chamonix I will be doing lots of mountain runs, so hopefully this will keep me in good condition for that. Now for the 1.5k, 1.7k mile. There you go, run back. I would be interested to know if any of you guys run to and from the gym. I find it helps massively when it comes to, well, on the way down, when it comes to warming up. It means I don't have to warm up when I get there. But running back, I think it's really helpful for getting my legs and my body used to running, keeping the legs turning over when I'm absolutely knackered and when my muscles are all like seizing up. It's always horrible fresh out the gym, but usually by the time I get home, the legs have loosened a bit. And as an added bonus, I think it stops them from hurting quite so much the next day, which massively helps. On that gym session, I was listening to the Arcane soundtrack, one of my faves. So I first listened to the soundtrack back in 2020 when I heard the WHOOOP song from it, and I was completely obsessed with the WHOOOP song because I was listening to WHOOOP. And then I was like, oh, this is from a game. How embarrassing that I love it so much. No. Arcane, from the League of Legends game series, is absolutely phenomenal. And if you look at the reviews, you'll realise it's not just me saying that. I've never seen anything get as high reviews as Arcane. It gets like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm pretty sure it's 100%, maybe it's like 91%. Anyway, insanely high. 5 out of 5 on Google, you know, that sort of thing. Anyway, I watched it for the first time, I think it was earlier this year or end of last year. And it's incredible, and I already want to watch it again, but I still listen to the music because sometimes it's the only thing keeping me awake, and it definitely does that pretty well. But yeah, if you haven't watched it, watch it. If you have watched it, let me know what you think. She is! You're not gonna come and say hi? With it, big stretch. Hello, and oh, hello. Who's a good girl? That's a smiley face. Such a smiley dog. Alrighty, 2 days of week 7 done. Easy run on Monday and gym session, 50 minutes lower body strength on Tuesday. I will not be doing 1 kilometer repeats tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up my plan to be on holiday this week, mainly because I have my sister's wedding at the weekend, and that starts Friday and it goes through till Sunday. So the odds of me doing, what am I supposed to be doing? 24 kilometers is very, very slim. Having said that, what I will try and do is get in most of my mileage between now and Friday when I arrive at the wedding. So fingers crossed we managed to do that. But if I'm perfectly honest, I really feel like I need a deload week. And so if this week ends up not being 47 kilometers of running, then I am not sad about that. And usually I would really want to hit all my sessions, but I just know that if I hit all my sessions this week, I will not be doing next week. So I just have to be a little bit mindful of the fact that my body is not capable of doing everything that I personally want it to do. So yes, gonna be sensible about that. I've got to the stage in my training, and this always happens around 6 or 7 weeks, where my fitness overtakes my fatigue. So always with training, I'm limited either by a lack of fitness or an abundance of fatigue. And early on in a training block, my fitness is quite low. So the limiter of what I can do is how fit I am. As I get fitter and fitter and fitter, I'm able to do more, but my fatigue at some point kicks in, being like, hey, that's actually enough for this week. Your fitness might be able to take you to that 50-kilometer week, but your fatigue is going to kick in at some point and you're not going to actually be able to do it, or you're going to be in bed for the next 2 days. And so I have to really listen to that and be kind of conscious of the fact that just because my training plan says I can do something, and just because my fitness says that I can do something, it doesn't actually mean that I can do that thing. And while my ego is always hurt every time this happens, I just have to be very mindful of that. So anyway, that is week 7. Day 2 done. I'm gonna do what I can for the rest of this week and catch up with you guys when I am in Chamonix. I hope you found that session helpful. I really recommend going to the gym if you're training for something. Even if it is just a half-hour session once or twice a week, I think that still makes a big difference compared to not doing anything, both for injury prevention, keeping everything a little bit fresh, and also getting faster and fitter as well. It makes a huge difference. So if you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. I will be back with you next week in Chamonix. But until then, happy running, and I will see you next time. Bye!